Hi Aries, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign, so watch them for all three so that you know which part of you I resonate with most as a reader. Remember, they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody. That is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. If you are new to my channel, there's been a massive influx of lots of new people, so thank you so much for joining and clicking and hitting that subscribe button. I truly appreciate it. For those of you that are continued subbies, you know Rafi loves you, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe and share buttons. All right, so with that out the way, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you have right, so you've got the Magician card. Nice. So this is a powerful week for you, right? Remember, whenever we see the Magician card, this is about you really reaching the height of your game. This week, it does suggest that you are making a power play or a power move of some sort. And it does suggest that you have the ear of the right person or the right people. So in all of these different areas of your life that we're going to look at, there can be some kind of advancement, some kind of forward movement or momentum. Take advantage of it. The other thing with the Magician card, it can represent when we are speaking with authority or we're saying something that really makes an impact. So if that is the case and you know that the universe or the people have your ear, or should I say, you know, you have the ear of the universe or the ear of the people, what do you want to say? Be intentional with what you're saying and what you're communicating out into the world over the course of this week, right? So let's have a look at all of these different sectors of your life. But one thing that I do want to say to you is, if you would ever like to get a personal reading with me, go to the link in the description box below. You can also hit me up on my website, which is www.radiantreality.com. All right, so for your actions and options, you have the King of Wands. So the King of Wands, usually a fire sign male, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but because you are an Aries, you know, whatever you are, man, woman, however you identify, this is an archetype of you, right? The King of Wands actually has more of a link to the sign of Aries than anybody else. This is in your actions and options. This is about what you do, right? So I already said with the Magician card as your key to the week, you are highly visible this week. The fact that you've got the King of Wands in your actions means that you really have a chance to step forward in a big way, a powerful way, or a dynamic way. You really have a chance now to be seen in some regard. So take it. The other thing with the King of Wands, this is about leading by example. So this week, it's kind of like you forge ahead doing that Aries thing that you do, right? And you are stepping up or stepping into a new way of being or experiencing things. I actually feel like a lot of you are going to break some kind of old tie or bond this week. So that could be really nice. Now, in terms of the options that are available to you, well, the options that are available to you this week are that you get to step forward in a new way, which is something that you are all about, right? Aries is all about that pioneering energy. For your communications and conversations, you have the Temperance card. So it's also very possible that a Sagittarian male could feature for you in some way, shape or form this week. It does suggest, because the Temperance card in your communications means that this week there might be a lot of small fires to put out. There might be a lot of things that you're kind of called in to help with or to assist with. For some of you, this could be a remedial conversation that takes place as well. So it's possible that maybe you have like a, maybe you're talking to, you know, maybe you reconnect with a friend or somebody that you haven't spoken to in a while, or somebody that you had maybe diverged paths with. And that could be for any number of reasons. And it could also help or assist with your own visibility. Now, for those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, it's like you can taste that exam sort of season. like, it's like you can taste it, right? You can taste the pass or the distinction or the whatever it is. It's like whatever you've been working really hard, patiently and diligently on, you're really in alignment to absolutely smash your exam goals. So I love to see this for you. It's like you're in a really good space when it comes to your studies. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, for those of you that are employed by somebody else, this week you have a chance to align with the powerful people within the office or within the workspace or sphere. It also suggests this week as well that you have you've got a chance to, you could play mediator where certain facets of the work or the business don't mesh, where certain people don't get along. You have the chance or the opportunity to be that bridging gap this week. It's not necessarily the most sort of up front and center sort of post or position to play. It's effectively a supportive role, but playing that supportive role now could actually be very, very important for you later on, right? Especially because to be a good leader, you really do need to be a good people person, right? There's a lot of people that get a lot of things done just by, sheer force of will, but they're not necessarily good people and they're not necessarily good bosses or good managers. To be a good manager, you have to be a good and effective manager of people. This is a universal year 8 as well. Don't forget to check out that universal 8-year overview for everybody in terms of the numerology of the year. There's a link for that in the description box below. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, can we say aligning with powerful people? Can we say bringing in big fish clients? Can we say connecting with the right places, people and things that are really going to help you get ahead? I absolutely love this for you. Now, for those of you that are retired and no longer working, this Temperance card does suggest that you're very focused on your health this week. There's a lot of focus on that. And to be honest with you, with all of the other cards here, this is good energy to be focused on health because it means that you could take a big step forward in some regard. Okay, for your love and relations, you have the 5 of Wands. But before we get into that, just so you know, the clearing cohort goes, enrollment for the clearing cohort goes live on the 14th of this month. So on the 14th of January, there will be slots opening up for that. So this is going to be energy work based. You're going to see all of the good stuff that I've got in line for it, and I'm going to explain more about it at the time. But you definitely want to stick out for this if you are passionate like I am about energy work. If you really want to get into making this year your absolute best, the clearing cohort is for you. If you are ready to smash through your fears, this is absolutely for you. Spaces are extremely limited. There are only going to be 8 spaces for each cohort. There's going to be one every month, but there's only 8 spaces because I want to be able to really get into it with you and tailor it to every single person that's going to be present. It's going to be tailored specifically to you. All right. So I will say, look out for that because I'm expecting it to go really quickly. Now, for your love and relations, you've got the 5 of Wands. So this can be a challenge and a crisis card and can be a card of conflict. But look, you've got it next to the Temperance card, which means that while in partnership, relationship, connection, collaboration, there might be some hard conversations that need to be had this week, but they absolutely clear the air. Because you've got this King of Wands here as well, it's almost like a lot of you might need to pull rank. You might need to grab the relationship by the horns and say, this is where we're going. This week it's like you have to be the person that is steering the ship. You wouldn't have it any other way, but right, but this could actually be very good for you. So for those of you that are partnered, married or in long-term commitments, do expect some remedial conversations, potentially ones that are a bit challenging, but absolutely clear the air. For those of you that are single and looking, it could be in a group situation where you really shine or really present in a pretty amazing way that you catch the eye or the attention of the right person for you, certainly at this moment in time. For your money and materials, you've got the Lovers card, right? So the Lovers card is Gemini energy. The Magician card is Mercury energy. So there is a lot of mercurial energy here for you, right? Especially when it comes to money. Now, this is good because Mercury rules money. It rules transactions, financial transactions, all of that stuff. There could be some kind of remedial or, supportive conversation around money this week, but there's also potentially you enacting or starting to build an idea that you know in the future or the long run is absolutely going to enhance or increase your financial lot. Now, because you've got the Lovers card, one thing that I will say to you, love and money this week could be a little bit terse, so just keep that in mind. And then finally, the last thing that I want to say about your resources, this could be that you're having to make quite a tough decision around finances this week, and it's like you just have to kind of work with what you have. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, your arms, your hands, your sort of upper extremities, let's say, are all of the aspects of self that you really want to look after. I will say, because of the other cards present as well, this might be a really good week to up your cardio or start some kind of cardiovascular health journey. Finally, when it comes to your home and environment, this could be that a lot of you are starting to put the final finishing touches on things, but it's like you're worried about the details, and with Mercury still just about in Sagittarius, it kind of makes sense, but that will all be shifting very, very soon. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Look out for all of the goodies that I've got coming. There are so many of them. You're going to be sick of hearing me sell you things this year. So many people were like, you don't sell things enough. So this year I'm trying to change that. It's an absolute pleasure to be of service to you guys. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up for you. Take care, and I'll see you soon.